couldn't help but also notice fresh cuts upon your forearms.
The cuts help me to forget my past, to cover the old wounds and hide them.
How did you escape?
Something happened. One night the master fell down the stairs. I made him fall, and he died.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. So we are currently at the police station because last time we got arrested at that party. I think we got arrested for the murder of that guy, right? Like, although we didn't do it, maybe they arrested us because we were present there. So anyway, yeah, we need to help the police now, like, to solve that case. I wonder who killed that. My guess is that woman that starting with M. I don't remember her name. Okay, so we are outside the police station. I guess we need to go inside. Let me check my casebook first. Yeah, imprisoned Vogel. Vogel is under arrest since he is one of the primary suspects. Okay, and what's this? Police investigation. Arrested me during the raid on Manchio's mansion. Constable Oswald freed me. Yep, that's fine. I agreed with what it say. It will be. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Then gifted cufflinks. Fabio received expensive cufflinks as a present from Manchio's. Alright, so we need to ask about the cufflinks too, I guess. And the Mind Palace, can we connect any of these? Pinchetti is a major domo. Can we connect it with anything? Nope. How about this thing? Nope. And the first one? Nope. Alright. So let's go inside the police station and talk to people, I guess. Alright, so here we are. Wait, that's the map. That's not where I want to go. The casebook. Yeah, I guess we'll ask. Yeah, maybe we'll talk to Vogel and see. I don't know where Vogel is, so let's see.
Did you hear Basilio Coppello is in jail? A dead body was found in his showroom.
Oh, we can eavesdrop on this. Let's see what we can find. Over here, the circumstances of the incident at Coppello's company. Alright. So, wait, let's keep this. Vendetta, no. Claims innocence. Wife is devastated, no. Okay. So, claims innocence is one of them.
Bello is in jail? A dead body?
Alright, let's go again, I guess. We know claims innocence is one of them, so not under my mattress. Dead in a safe, not vendetta. Claims innocence, yeah. Not press candle either. No, not my favorite. Got it, nice. So what do we have here? Death in a safe. My curiosity has been piqued by talk that Basilio Coppello, the owner of the famous Armo Coppello home security company, has been arrested. His situation is quite peculiar. A man named Nicola Detti has been found dead inside a safe in Basilio's store. Basilio claims innocence, but the evidence is against him. He is being held in the holding cells at the police station. Oh, okay.
In the police. Let's pretend to be cops, eh? We can just stand around and look confused.
Wait, so... oh, okay. That's his side mission. We don't have to do that right now. Cool. I guess we need a police uniform for that. We need to dress as a police officer, I think. So, sacrificial lamp. I don't know what we are going to do about this thing first. Let's try and find Vogel first and see. Oh, these are the people from the party, I guess. Okay. Go into the jail. Where's Vogel?
This area is restricted.
Okay. That's restricted. What's through here? Was this where I was being held? I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know, but like we can't do anything over there either. Or we can go this way. Was there anything in these cells? I guess not. Alright. Let's keep going this way then.
Look, I found Werner.
Okay, so John's found Werner. I think this is where I was being held, right? Yeah, there are some documents and stuff. Let's see what we can find over here. Report number what? Report number 6260, following a report from a witness of the satanic ritual who claimed to have found a body. The raid on the Manchios mansion was granted. It resulted in the arrest of multiple suspects and dispersal of the group in masks and robes caught in acts of gross indecency and unnatural behavior. The body of the victim was found lying on an altar with a knife wound in his chest. The officers identified the victim, Fabio, 20, a local performer and artist, arrested suspects. V. Vogel had a letter of an insult in nature in his possession, which had been written by the victim. He claims to have found the body. He is infamous for his eccentric personality. Oh, he had a letter that we didn't know about, alright. So this is about me, S. Holmes. Carried a murder weapon, a dagger with the victim's blood and other items of evidence. He was invited by another suspect, V. Vogel, presumably to obstruct the official investigation. Okay, that's what they think. Then came Manchios. Manchios, the owner of the mansion and organizer of the satanic party, paid the victim to participate in the ritual. Had access to the crime scene, okay? And Metista, Fabio's partner and participant in the ritual, tried to escape restricted arrest, owned a book with a description of the ritual performed in the altar room. Some of the guests are temporarily detained for further questioning. Alright. So, we have the police report. Now, what else do we have? Oh, are these the keys?
Back on track to solve the case.
Keys to interrogation rooms. Oh, okay. And this thing? Evidence ticket. The provider of this ticket has permission to inspect all evidence on case number 62 to 60. Oh, nice. So we can, yeah, do that. And what's this letter? Witness deposition. I, Santos Pinchetti, am a witness who reports a suspicion of murder at Manchios mansion in Grand Surrey. During preparations for the social party, I heard loud noises from the closed altar room. Immediately, I thought of the sacrifice of a living being overviewed by none other than Kurt Manchios. There was blood on the walls, strange symbols, and a dagger in the heart. As soon as I was able to think clearly, I rushed to the police station to report my findings. The station responded to the deposition by sending a patrol while the witness left the station and went home. Okay. Alright, so we got all of those stuff. Did that add anything to the casebook? Yeah, it... Oh, okay. So we can interrogate these things. How about the Mind Palace? Can we do anything over there? Santos Pinchetti informed the police. And Pinchetti is a major draw. Yeah, those two. Pinchetti is a suspect. Pinchetti is a suspect who should be arrested and questioned. He had a key which he did not mention in his deposition. Alright. What else do we have? Inform the police and no. Okay, so we can't do anything over there. How about this? Nope. And this thing? Nope and no. Alright, so that is done. Alright, let's try to find all these people and question them now. We have a lot of stuff to do, I think. There's nothing in these rooms. Okay, who's this now? Fabio received a... let me just talk to him and say.
Good day, Mr. Manchios. I am Constable Oswald's partner in this investigation.
Be quick and gentle. Some of your colleagues are untrained boors. Although I don't mind meeting young officers. The new blood here.
If you cooperate in finding Fabio's murderer, there will be no need to meet with the boars again.
That voice. Werner's friend? You're the policeman. What a disappointment.
Only an undercover agent can scour a ditch full of deviants. I am a consulting detective, although I'm capable of replacing the entire department through my consultations.
Sharp-tongued, I like it. May I presume this tongue will get us out of this trouble? I would be so indebted and glad to repay you.
Nothing's changed. I'm looking for the murderer. That's the only way to get us out of trouble.
But it shouldn't take much time, correct? We're all busy, after all.
I need to examine you first.
Alright, we need to observe him. Let's see. Okay, his mouth. Rock. Wears makeup. Oh, okay. So the makeup would probably have been for the party, right? Rash from exposure to hair dye. Alright, so he uses hair dye. What else? His hand. Soap under fingernails. Washed hands in a hurry. Ooh. Washed in a hurry. Interesting. Because the killer also he saw her hands, right? How about the shoes? Quality polished leather, lavishly expensive. Okay. Stickler for cleanliness. Kurt Manchos is extremely rich, eccentric, and frivolous. He is the organizer of the parties of Cordona's elite and the owner of the Manchos mansion. He spends his life in the company of similarly overprivileged people. However, his being sociable in this manner has made him cautious regarding his health. He uses chemicals and hair dye to clean and improve himself to the extent that it damages his skin. Okay, and what's this? Hides his age. Kurt Manchos is extremely rich, eccentric, and frivolous, organizer of Corona's elite and owner of Manchos Mansion. Spends his life in the company of similarly overprivileged people. However, Mr. Manchos wishes to hide his true age from the younger participants of his parties. He is concerned with aging to the point where he uses makeup and hair dye to look younger. Yeah, probably this, right? Probably hides his age. Alright, let's go with that then. Let's confirm. Alright, we got the character portrait.
You are a little over the top with your use of makeup, Mr. Manchios. Is it so difficult for you to acknowledge your age?
Well, Sherlock, that's easy for you to say to an old man when you look as though you are barely 15.
But still, it shouldn't be an issue for someone of your status.
For people of my age, it isn't an issue, no. But the younger ones can be so afraid of wrinkles and grey flecks. I have to adapt.
Such a methodical man who cares for his body but misses the soap under his fingernails. Are you so impatient, or perhaps even impulsive?
I wouldn't call myself that. Silly little details. If I missed it, it wasn't important. Or rather, it was less important than who or what I was focused on.
Okay. Before we provide any evidence, let's ask about this, right? I'd like to know more about the event.
Mr. Vogel told me a little about your parties, but I would like to know more directly from you.
I'm all yours, Sherlock. You have me arrested and locked here, with you alone.
Alright. Why did you invite Vogel, or whom do you invite? Let me ask, whom do you invite first, right?
I'd like to know who you usually invite to your parties.
Free minds who are able to leave reality for an evening, who can taste forbidden fruit without prejudice. There is nothing that quite spices up life like these parties, assuming one is old enough and has worked many years for the good of one's country.
Oh, all true labourers, I see.
Alright, so why did you invite Vogel?
Why did you invite Mr. Vogel as your special guest?
He's a pretty fellow. He's capable of surprising the public. He has a talent for saying words that no one else would wish to either say or hear.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
He is a free addition to the eccentricity of the party, which is fine by me, as long as it enhances my party.
Alright. So, what was Fabio like, maybe?
What was Fabio like? His personality, his habits? Anything you can tell me?
He was the brightest star of my parties. Young, magnetic, and full of energy. I don't even want to mention his beauty. Otherwise, I'll be sobbing.
An expensive champion, I imagine.
His performances were flawless. He deserved his payment. Do you think he was murdered because of money?
Possibly. What about the other guests? Were they used to opening their wallets as well?
I wouldn't restrict my guests from anything. I'm sure Fabio received a few coins from others for his services.
So, I guess we'll provide evidence now, because we can just leave. I mean, like, better to provide them while we are still here, right? So, I don't think he has anything to say about his profile, right? Let's select
I've no idea about that.
Yeah, he doesn't, okay. Witness this deposition?
Do you have any idea who tipped off the police to raid your mansion, Mr. Manchios?
Of course. It was you. I could even say you Sherlocked me in here.
A good guess, but the wrong one. The fellow who did that was Mr. Pinchetti, your major domo.
What? Santos? But how could he even know? If he's not the murderer himself. The ungrateful swine. He has dared to besmirch my reputation.
Not a very eloquent choice of words.
What should I call him then, since he's a snitch? Make him talk, Sherlock. I'm quite certain he knows more about the murder than he has told the police.
Alright. So, This Panchati person is a suspect too, I guess then. What's this evidence ticket?
I've no idea
Okay,
about
yeah.
that.
He doesn't know anything about that. Oh, I guess we can ask him about the gifted cufflinks, right? Maybe he was the one who gave Fabio.
You bought an expensive pair of cufflinks for Fabio. Were they his price? Or were they a tip for an exclusive show?
It was pure business. Fabio escorted me a few times. I was merely showing my gratitude.
This pair cost a small fortune. You must be extremely grateful then. Tell me more.
You've thrust a knife in an exposed nerve, Sherlock. Yes, he was my protégé and my beacon also. With my experience and his beauty, we could have achieved anything. I had faith in him. I would have made him.
Okay. So he was the one who gave Fabio the cufflinks. Interesting. But I don't think he killed him though. Like, he doesn't look like the killing type. Alright, so what did we get from that? Kurt Mancho's profile, that's fine. Gifted cufflinks. And the character portrait, yeah. Okay, we have more stuff to ask, and we have stuff in the Mind Palace too. Let's see if we can link any of these. Not that. How about this thing? Yep. Got that. What does it say? Manchos set himself up for debauchery. Kurt Manchos carefully prepared himself for the depravity. Okay. We got that, and what else have we got? Not this. This thing. Yep, we got something there too. Okay, we already got this, and then the other one says Manchos washed himself after the murder. Kurt Manchos cleaned himself of blood after Fabio's murder. I don't think he did. I think this was it. Set himself up for debauchery. Wait, let me select the other one and see if any of these connect. Like, where is it? No, I don't think. Okay. Well. Alright, let me go back and see if we can connect any of these. No, I don't think we can. Yep, alright. Alright, I guess we'll go and meet the next suspect then. Is there one over here? Oh, I guess this is the lady which starts with the letter M. I don't remember her name. Let's talk to her, I guess.
I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald. You are Matista, Fabio's friend.
This body, yes, it's Matista. But it's a mere shell that will die someday. Just like Fabio.
His end was predictable. Condolences. Let me offer my condolences.
Please accept my condolences for your friend.
Thank you.
I'm just here to ask questions and find Fabio's murderer.
It will not bring Fabio back.
Let me observe her. Right, let's see. Oh, look at her hair, dude. It's 2 colors. Okay, what have we got here? Blood-filled bruises obtained recently. Oh, okay. She's been bruised. What else can we find? The tattoo over here? Primitive occult tattoo. Inks herself. Okay. What's this in her hand? Beaten nails. Nervous. Oh, okay. She bites her nails. And this over here. Old and healing cut. Self-inflicted. Oh no. Okay. What else have we got? Shackle scars. Old and barely visible. Wait, who shackled her? Oh, I guess she was being shackled like for her performances and stuff. Fuck, dude. Alright, we got one more thing. Oh yeah, here we go. Burn mark inflicted with a branding iron. Ah. Okay. Dissociation from her body. Matista, the performer, Fabio's partner, has had a difficult life. She was branded and enslaved while still a child. While enslaved, she met Fabio, hence their similar branding. All scars are the result of her slavery during adolescence. She continues to be haunted by these traumatic experiences. Matista seems to be pragmatic about her body after years of abuse. She tells herself to the guests who do whatever they want to her. She's not afraid to step over the line. Also, Matista marks her body with ink. Okay, so we have that dissociated from her body and punishes herself for the past, maybe? Matista, the performer and Fabio's partner, has had a difficult life. She was branded and enslaved Yep, while enslaved, she met Fabio. All scars are the result of her slavery. She continues to be haunted. Yeah, that's the same thing. And then she has a genuine interest in mysticism since she has tattooed her body with occult symbols. Manista tries to get over her past, and the life of a performer seems to be an opportunity for her to earn money. Okay, so I don't know, like, what is she dissociated or does she punish herself? She sells herself to the guests who do whatever they want to her. She's not afraid to step over the line. Oh, tries to get over the past and life. Oh, I think it's this thing. Punishes herself for the past. Let's confirm and see. Alright, let's accept this.
Fabio and yourself were slaves, am I correct? You have a similar branding on your body.
Yes. It was a long time ago.
Couldn't help but also notice fresh cuts upon your forearms.
The cuts helped me to forget my past, to cover the old wounds and hide them.
How did you escape?
Something happened. One night the master fell down the stairs. I made him fall, and he died. We ran away that day. We managed to get on a ship and traveled here, to Cordona. Fabio and I started a new life here. It was very hard at first, but it became better with time. Until today.
Okay, so they were slaves somewhere else and they moved to Cordona. Alright, so where did you get those bruises?
The bruises on your neck are not self-inflicted. Someone else made them.
Some guests can't contain themselves. They even bite, sometimes.
That's fucked up, dude. Alright, so is that it? Can't we ask her anything else?
I know I can handle the news.
Oh no, I don't think we can. Alright. Let's go back to the casebook. Yep, we got these two, the profile and the character portrait. Can we connect anything else now? Yep, we got this. What's this? Batista was bruised by the guests. Batista suffered bruises on her body from brutal interactions with the guests during the party. Alright, that's one. And what else can we get? Nope. There we go. Fabio bruised Batista. During their fight in the smoking lounge, Fabio bruised Batista. I think she was bruised by the guests. I think she's telling the truth. Okay. So, we are done with her. Let's move on to the next suspect, I guess. Okay, we can't go in here. Maybe in here? No, there's nobody there. Okay, there's John over here. Let's talk to John.
What a bunch of losers.
Alright. Can we talk to Wagner?
Werner, are you alright?
Oh, yes. Everything's fine. In fact, it's something of a family reunion. My brother spent quite some time in this place himself.
You should not be here. I told the police everything I knew, but they refused to let you go. They require proof to free you.
Ha! What did you expect? The mighty Sherlock Holmes swans in, tells the officers what to think, and the world obeys?
Of course not. Anyway, I struck a deal with the constable, and I've got a free hand in the investigation. I find proof to solve the case for him. He obtains files about my mother's death for me.
Well done. If one has the power or will and can act, then one must. I wonder, suppose you couldn't get the proof to your truth. Would you tell a lie to the guard that enabled my freedom, knowing my innocence? Would that not be just?
I would lie for you or I wouldn't lie for you. Why would I lie for him, dude? No, I wouldn't lie for you. Like, what the fuck? No.
There are lines I will not cross, Werner. I will do my best to secure your release, but with proof, not deception.
Really? How many white lies have you told on this island? Why not for me? Why not another?
That is absurd. I can resolve this without compromises. Do not give up hope.
Right, let me provide evidence. What can we provide? Witness disposition, maybe?
I have learned who told the police about the crime. It was Santos Pinchetti.
Do I know him?
The major domo of the manor. He cleans up after you?
Well, then he does his job perfectly. All but invisible. I couldn't tell you the first thing about him.
Okay, so Vogel doesn't know about him.
I know you can untangle this mess.
Alright, so let me go back to the casebook now. I asked Vogel, but he has no idea who the man is. Alright. Santos is a suspect. Evidence ticket. It's fine. Let me go back to the Mine Palace and... yeah, we don't have anything in the Mine Palace. So, I think we need to meet this Pinchetti or... whatever his name is. Was he the one who was here?
Restricted.
Nope. Okay, so what do we do now? Wait, let me see. Oh, okay, guys, I think I know what to do now. So, I went to this thing and it says Santos is suspect, and he said I should tell Constable Oswald in the archives to question him as a suspect. Alright, so I guess we'll go and find Constable Oswald. So he might know what to do. This is the archive, right? Yep, go into here. Let's talk to him. Provide evidence. Wait, do we ask about Santos then?
Have you considered
yeah.
Mr. Santos Pinchetti as a suspect?
The snitch? Have you seen him? I mean, my breath could knock him down. What's so special about him?
As a major domo, he has keys that open all the rooms, including the one to the crime scene. Could have testified only to circumvent suspicion, don't you think? We need to question him.
Right. I'll send our men to fetch him. Stay here.
Okay, so we got
They brought
Pinchetti.
him in, Mr. Holmes. Here's the key to interrogation room number 7. Mr. Pinchetti didn't even resist, our men said.
Thank you.
Alright, so interrogation room number 7. We need to go and talk to Pinchetti. Nice. Let's go. What's John doing? Is he drinking? Come on, man. Don't drink. Number 7, he says. I see here. No.
This area is restricted.
Yep, that's restricted. Oh, the numbers are on the walls, right? So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, 7. Yep, here we go. Right, talk to him.
Mr. Pinchetti, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sherlock Holmes. I'm helping Constable Oswald.
I've already told him everything I know. I'm only a witness, sir. Everything's in my report.
And I've read it. You forgot to mention that you hold the keys to the room where Fabio was found. I need only to find if the crime was intentional.
But I need to return to my duties.
I doubt the house will fall without you, Mr. Pinchetti. Just be still for a few seconds.
Okay, so let's observe him and see what he is like. Not the face. What's over here? Patched holes, repaired multiple times. Okay. Over here. Inflamed skin, psoriasis or allergy. Oh, okay. Yeah, some sort of allergy. Dyed textile, colored more than once. And what else? Here we go. Blood splatters, stepped in blood. Ooh, right. Has financial difficulties. Santos Pinchetti is the head servant at the Manchur's mansion. Despite being employed at the highest position within the household, he appears to be poor. His body shows symptoms of psoriasis. Mr. Pinchetti hides his damaged skin under layers of makeup. The majordomo's suit had multiple holes that had been patched or sewn to renovate the suit's look. Mr. Pinchetti had dyed it. Alright. And Terrible Miser? Head servant at the Manchur's mansion, employed at the highest position, he appears to be poor. Despite having enough money, Mr. Pinchetti spends a little of it as possible. Cheap makeup hides imperfections on his body in an attempt to look more modern. Mr. Pinchetti has dyed his suit on several occasions to save even more money. The majordomo appears to have personally repaired multiple holes in the suit. Yeah, I think it's this, right? He shouldn't have financial difficulties if he's inviting all those rich people into the mansion. So I'll go with Terrible Miser, I guess. Let me confirm this. Yep, accept this.
Is your greedy nature responsible for the lack of taste and attention to your appearance? The cheap makeup, shabby and dyed clothes? How do you explain those, Majordomo?
The means to practice my profession are limited. I'm sorry you noticed it, sir.
The parties overshadowed your state. You are lucky Kurt Manchios's attention was concentrated elsewhere. In a decent household, you would be asked to leave for far less.
Yes, his attention was undoubtedly concentrated on something other than my appearance.
But one detail stands out on your dirty rags and shoes. The drops of blood.
Oh, that. I don't know anything about it.
I'm thinking he's the killer, dude. Did you know the victim?
Did you know Fabio?
Not personally. He was a frequent guest, and cleaning the mess after his performances was tedious. Mr. Manchios always had a role for him, and mainly the leading one. The parties were always Fabio-centric.
And Batista? Was she as popular as her partner?
Don't tell her I said this, but I do not think so. Mr. Manchios hired her only because Fabio refused to work without her. Mr. Manchios used to see her as a worker. She was tasked with entertaining the guests, unlike Fabio, who could pick and choose.
Okay. So, Santos was arrested and placed... yeah, that's fine. Go to the casebook. We got this. Despite being majordomo, appears to be poor. And what's this? Evidence ticket. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go into the Mind Palace and let's see what we can connect. Here we go. Pinchetti accidentally stepped in blood. Santos Pinchetti may have stepped in the blood while discovering the crime scene. Oh, he could have stepped while discovering the crime scene. Yeah, that could have been possible too. Let me see. What are the options we have? Here we go. Pinchetti missed the blood splatters. Santos Pinchetti failed to notice a bloodstain on the side of his shoe while cleaning himself after the murder. Let's go with this for now and see. Nope, he washed himself. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything yet. Alright guys, so I was trying to figure out what I should do next, and I think we can examine this box right here. Let's see. Go into there. What's this? Kurt Matchers, will and note. A small note attached to the will says, Santos, my hopeful slum. You begged me to include you in my will, so I did. Here's my latest revision of the will. Kurt. The text of the will under the note. Santos Pinchetti, the majordomo of the Matchios mansion, receives a jar of mustache wax and a salt lamp that he might always remember his caring employer, Kurt Matchios. What? Okay, so he had motive to kill Fabio too, so that he might receive all the stuff. Let's see the keys.
I recognize the key from the altar room among these.
Okay. Alright, so maybe now we talk to Santos again. Yep, we can provide evidence. Yep, maybe this thing, will and not.
Mr. Manchios says that you begged him to be included in the heritage. Isn't that a little extreme, even for a majordomo?
He's not only my employer, he's my uncle. And I'm his next of kin. The only one. Mr. Manchios flatly refuses to pay a family member. All I have to do is repay his so-called love. Cleaning up the filth after perverts and decadents. He's imprisoned me. The best I can hope for is a new broom. That's why I wanted to have my part of the inheritance.
Is it that bad? You have a roof above your head, a salary, and the status of a majordomo.
For God's sake. I'm forced to dye and stitch my threadbare clothes, and the holes in my shoes are painful. I'm ashamed every time a guest looks at me closely.
Why do you think your uncle treats you this way?
My mother, my uncle's sister, had me illegitimately. She died, and I was given the surname of one of the maids.
But you are entitled to some of the money that belongs to your family.
He thinks not. I was not responsible for my mother's death. I work hard, and he pays me nothing. I feed on the leftovers. While he wastes our estate's property on decadent parties, he paid Fabio handsomely and showered him with expensive gifts for their disgusting relationship.
Okay. So it's interesting. So he had a lot of motive to kill Fabio. Let me go to the Mind Palace now. Wait, what's this? Will and not. Yeah, that's fine. Profile. Yeah, go to the Mind Palace and let's see if we can connect anything. No. Oh, there we go. Santos Pinchetti's efforts in vain. Pinchetti has been forced to work for Kurt Manchios in the desperate hope of obtaining heritage, but it hasn't paid off. Alright. Maybe we talk to Kurt about this? Kurt Manchios? Let's pin this and try talking to him and see. He was on this side, if I remember correctly. Yep, here there he is. Here we go. Provide evidence. Will and not. Yep.
I've read the letter about your will. A harsh method of ridiculing Santos. I doubt he will use mustache wax when he wears no mustache to begin with.
Where did you get it? Is the slug here? Tell him I shouldn't have to provide for him. He's a grown man who shouldn't sit on his uncle's neck. He conceives himself as my only heir.
And who is he to you?
He's a leech on my aging body. He has only added problems to my life since the death of his mother.
I fail to see why you made him your major domo.
He needed to know his place, so I taught him.
Okay. So Kurt mentions ridicules Pinchetti in his will and a note. Alright. What have we got now? Okay, so guys, I think I figured it out. So it says in this, the provider of this ticket has permission to inspect all evidence on case 62 to 60, right? So maybe we go into the evidence room and find all those evidence from 62 to 60. Maybe we'll talk to him.
Good night. Your ticket, please, if you want me to help you.
Alright, let's provide the ticket. Where is it? Here we go. This thing, right? Oh no, that's the report. Oh, here we go.
I'd like to check the evidence from this case.
And who are you?
Oswald sent me. I'm a consulting detective.
His partner, then? Let me see. Ah, a ritual murder. What a bunch of degenerates. Wait a second. I'll bring it to the table.
Alright, so these are the evidence, I guess. Let me start examining this. Oh, we have 9 stuff. Damn. What's this?
It's a miracle this ruby hasn't tempted anyone.
Okay. A ruby.
A heavily perfumed handkerchief with the initials KM in the corner.
So that's Kurt Manchios, right? KM. Wait. There's something here. Oh, there we go. Come on. There we go.
All the keys of the mansion on one golden ring.
Alright. Next.
A handcrafted charm that contains hair and nail clippings.
Ew, dude. What the fuck? What's this?
Her key to the altar room.
Oh, this is the lady stuff. Alright. And this thing? The power of love, blood, and mandrake.
That's not for bedtime reading.
Okay.
This ex libris belongs to Manchios' library.
Oh, did she steal it from the library? The power of love, blood, and mandrake. The police found this occult book in Marista's bag during the arrest. According to the ex libris, the tome was taken from Mr. Manchios' collection. It contains illustrations and descriptions of a ritual similar to the crime scene. Prepare the naked body of a recently deceased object of interest. Draw symbols of Mars and Venus to enhance the power you possess. To use the force of male and female nature. Pierce his heart with a golden dagger to get rid of the blood that does not love you. Draw a symbol representing your love while waiting for the resurrection. Recite the charm. Shit.
The book describes a ritual similar to the one performed in the altar room.
So she could have killed him too then. What else have we got? What's over here?
An emergency kit for boredom.
I guess these are Vogel stuff, right? Here we go. Letter from Fabio. The letter that was found in Vogel's evidence box. Is your mind unsound? You can't control your bitterness, not around me anyway. For me, it's too great a risk to ignore the kind of behavior. I can speak and play with anyone I choose. I am not another Matista. You pay me, but you haven't bought me. Of course, I'll keep all your generous donations, even though they hardly compensate for your last terrible outburst. I'm leaving you, although Matista will still be around. Fabio. Wait, was Fabio and Vogel dating or something?
Not the time for privacy.
Okay. What's this?
Werner's personal sketchbook. Thank you, officer.
Alright. That's done now. Let's go to the casebook. Yep. We got all of this. We can ask about these two. And what do we have in the Mind Palace? Yep, we got that. The letter have been for Manchios. According to Santos Pinchetti, and by the content of the letter, it may have been addressed to Kurt Manchios. Oh, okay. So we have to talk about this to Matista, right? Yep, let's go talk to Matista. Over this way, into the cells. Where's Matista? Was she over? No, she was in the next one over, I guess. Yep. Here we go. Alright, I can provide evidence. This thing, I guess.
This book, The Power of Love, Blood, and Mandrake, what do you hope to achieve?
To learn more about the invisible strengths that govern us. Occultism is real. The master who fell that night when Fabio and I escaped, I made him fall. I cast a spell on him and it worked.
Or was it a coincidence?
The universe is rarely so lazy.
If you say so.
Okay. We can provide something else too. Maybe the letter from Fabio?
Could Fabio have written this letter to Kurt Manchos?
Oh. That could be. I never thought Mr. Manchos could make Fabio that angry, though.
What do you mean?
Well, Fabio wanted to disassociate from Mr. Manchos. Clients who are in love are both a blessing and a curse.
But Fabio was here tonight.
Money. In our line of work, we can't afford to turn down clients who pay as well as Kurt Manchos.
Was Fabio afraid of Mr. Manchos?
Not at all. The old toad wouldn't dare to do more than sweet talk and touching. Talk can be forgotten, and touching washed away.
Oh, okay, so Fabio and that Kurt was dating. Vogel wasn't involved. Vogel just had the letter. Alright, so now I get it. Alright. So let me ask, you practice occultism?
Do you practice occult rituals?
For protection? For fortune? To wash away the ugliness of the world? Sometimes to survive. I have the gift, and I'm learning to use it better.
Did you use your gift on Fabio?
I only used white magic. Love charms lately. Fabio became so distant. I just wanted him to be with me, but I suppose I'm not as skilled as I thought.
Okay, so she says she didn't use it on Fabio. She used something else. Let's see. What else can we do? Letter from Fabio and Power of Love, Blood, and Mandrake. I think we need to ask Kurt about this. Okay, we got something. Matista may have used a ritual on Fabio. Matista may have performed the ritual on Fabio to bring his love back. Okay. Oh, we got something else too. What's this? Fabio broke Kurt Manchos' heart. Fabio shattered Kurt Manchos' feelings. Alright. And do we have anything else? Nope. Cool. Alright, so I guess we'll talk to Kurt about these two things now. Yep, here we go. Provide evidence. Letter from Fabio.
There is undeniable evidence that you were the original recipient of this letter.
What are you talking about? Is it addressed to me?
Your protégé wanted a fresh start, it seems. This is sufficient to charge you.
Me? Hurt my star? Are you insane that you would accuse me of such a thing?
He did not consider himself as yours. Since you deny everything, let's move on. Do you have any idea as to how the letter could have ended up in Mr. Vogel's pocket?
You were the detective. Perhaps he took it from Fabio. Werner was a little high.
Okay. So he could have taken from Fabio. Let's ask about this too.
Do you recognize this book? Could Matista have borrowed it from your library?
She didn't ask me. How ungrateful.
The things described in the book were inspiration for the rituals you performed?
Do you really believe that blood, symbols, and incantations can resurrect the dead? They are just eerie tales with a mix of occultism and voodoo. My rituals are a stage to show some of the forbidden pleasures.
Okay. So he don't believe in those rituals. So now I think we need to talk to Vogel about his letter. Let's go. Talk to him also. Yep, him provide evidence. So first I think I'll ask about the book, The Power of Love.
I can't follow you here.
Okay, he doesn't know anything about it. Okay, so maybe the letter from Fabio?
I have reason to believe that the intended recipient of the incriminating letter may have been Kurt Manchos.
Well, that makes sense.
Too bad I can't remember how I came to possess it, though I did spend quite some time with Mr. Manchios during the party.
Unfortunately, even with an answer, that may still not be enough to clear you with the police. But fear not, I will persevere.
I hope your attempt to put things straight will make up for...
You being on a bender?
Touché.
Okay, so have we found all the evidence now? But there's still this symbol here. I guess we need to talk with the other guy too. The one who was brought in at last. Can we connect these two? We can. Alright, what does it say? Vogel took the letter under influence. While Vogel took the letter himself whilst under the effect of various substances, Manchos planted the letter. Kurt Manchos slipped the letter into Werner Vogel's pocket to make him look like a suspect. Maybe he took the letter under influence? I don't know. But if we put this, he planted the letter, and maybe do this, it gives us something. Kurt Manchos is the murderer. Oh, alright. So yeah, let's not jump into conclusions yet. Let's go talk to this guy, I guess.
Please let me out.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk. Alright. Okay, maybe we talk to Kurt again about this? I'm not sure. Let's see. Where was Kurt? Not there. Here we go. Let me see if I can. Oh, I can just accuse him. No, I don't want to do that. Let me leave.
I appreciate your cooperation, Mr. Manchios. Wait just a moment, I have something to check.
Alright, wait, let me go to the Mind Palace and try to figure out, guys, who killed it. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so I think I found all the clues for this, because if we go to clues, it says all clues found for current case. And, wait, let me go back. Yeah, so I guess, like, this is it, right? So maybe Vogel took the letter under influence, like when he was drunk, and Manchios set himself up for debauchery. Alright, and maybe Pinchetti missed the blood splatter. Maybe he was the killer, and he missed to, like, clean the blood off his shoes, and maybe the ritual was a cover for it. And Metista got bruised by her guests. Yeah. So, like, if we confirm this, it says that we can correct the justice. Like, for the only way for Santos Pinchetti to right his wrongs was to get rid of his monstrous uncle. Pinchetti should be punished for the crime of murder, but he has suffered enough and deserves a fresh start. Yeah, that looks like the right option to choose. And it says it was called revenge. Pinchetti snapped after years of disrespect, devised a plan to get rid of his uncle. Misery and despair cannot justify murder. Yeah, I don't think this is it, dude. So let's go with correct the justice. And I hope he is the killer, because, like, it makes sense for him to be. Alright, so let's confirm and see, I guess. Yeah, we've selected the right one. Cool. Select. The only way for Santos Pinchetti. Yeah, we already read that. Cool. Let's go back. And do we go to Santos Pinchetti and accuse him now? I guess we do, right? Where was he? Wait, that's the lady. So he should be over here. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, let's accuse.
I know who killed Fabio.
So I'm free to go, sir?
Quite the opposite. I think it was you, Mr. Pinchetti.
That is not possible.
Allow me to explain.
You staged the ritual. You wanted to frame Kurt, blood on your shoe. Let me start from stage the ritual.
You staged this decadent ritual so you would not be suspected. After a short fight, you knocked Fabio unconscious. You locked the door and dragged the body to the altar. You wanted to set up someone acquainted with this masquerade.
I don't have the nerve to kill or stage a murder. I can't even leave my uncle's house.
Then you wanted to frame Kurt, Pim?
You wanted to be rid of your dear uncle. I myself barely know him and already find him intolerable. You've worked for him for years. Santos, do this. Santos, do that. He doesn't pay you. He doesn't recognize your work. He doesn't see you as family. But you thought that heritage might be yours. Instead, all you'll ever receive is mustache wax. It is painful to witness such a situation. I cannot imagine how it must be for you. So you decided to frame your uncle. Put the blame for Fabio's murder on him. That way, the heritage is yours, and you are free of him.
Half of what you say is true. I'm in pain. I have had a hard time with my uncle, but I'm not a murderer. I can't even stand up to my uncle. How could I have killed Fabio? He did nothing to me.
He was a source of your troubles too, though. Especially since Mr. Manchios treated him like a king.
I hope I chose the right option, dude. Fuck. Okay, let's see the blood on your shoe.
The blood on your shoe tells me that you were with Fabio. You stabbed him with the dagger while he was still alive. You drew a sigil on him. There was a great deal of blood. You needed to remove it. Blood is almost like glue. It sticks to everything, dries quickly, and is quite visible. But you know how to handle stains. You are Kurt Manchios's major domo. However, despite your best efforts, you missed a spot.
It doesn't make sense, sir. I was never there. I am convinced there's a reasonable explanation.
You deserve the gallows. I can try to help you. Let me say I can try to help you.
Your uncle is a cruel man. He used everyone around him to his advantage. I don't believe he even truly loved Fabio. You knew very little love, support, or care from him. You lost your mind, Santos. And innocent people were hurt. I can't allow you to go free, but I can try to help you. I can provide my findings to the police. Decadence and perversity might poison anyone around them.
I don't know what to say. I can't breathe. I need to go outside.
Unfortunately, you can't.
I hope I chose the right option, man. Like, there's no way to tell. Fuck. Alright, so what do we do now then? Do we talk to the... Yeah, we talk to the constable. Alright, let's go talk to him then. Fuck, man. Why do they make us choose? Yeah, talk to him.
Constable, Santos Pinchetti killed Fabio. The evidence is clear.
Is that so? A man like him has actually grown a pair.
He intended to set up his uncle for the inheritance. The old man had humiliated him for years in every possible way.
Oh, what a bunch of degenerates.
Well, as for Mr. Pinchetti, the evidence tells us that he was wronged and pushed to commit a crime to be rid of his uncle. I suggest that you help in easing his sentence.
That's a sad story, all right. But at least it's good enough for my promotion. As for my part, not everything was in place. Perhaps some documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put the lost papers or the badly labelled ones. Including the crime scene report of Violet Holmes's case. Everything I've found is on the desk here. Take it.
Your persistence has saved me.
Yeah, well, we had a deal after all. Your friend is free then. You can leave.
Good luck, Constable.
Okay, so we completed the case. Sacrificial lamb. Nice. And he said the stuff about Sherlock's mother is here, right? Yep, Oswald's findings. Alright, so let's see what they are. Report number 743. Officers arrived to find the deceased identifiable as Mrs. Violet Holmes lying in the garden of Stonewood Manor. Visual inspection showed the victim thoroughly soaked with a deep vertical incision 2 inches in length down her throat. Her face was swollen and covered in red blotches, likely cause of death, hypoxia. Awaiting confirmation from medical examiner. Main suspect, Otto Richter, was arrested on the scene. The body was sent for autopsy. Oh shit. Okay.
Garden. There's a garden behind our manor. How could I forget? That's where it all happened, where it all went wrong.
Sherry, it looks like you've almost found what you wanted.
Okay, so I guess we need to go back to the manor now. Splintered memory, yep. Okay, and we got the Mind Palace too. Do we connect any of this? We do. Okay, what did we get? She drowned. My mother drowned. Her throat could either be a final humiliation by her killer or a desperate attempt to save her. She didn't drown. The slit on my mother's throat was attempted tracheotomy. It makes no sense. Alright, we still don't know like what we have to choose, so let's just go back and do we have anything else? Nope. Alright. So we need to go to the manor now. So guys, I think I'll continue this in the next part. So that's going to be it for this part of the video. So if you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos, because I upload almost daily. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.